guys. Thanks for that wonderful welcome. Isn't it sad when that little candle fell just a moment ago? Here, sweetie, I'm gonna put that right there. Oh, hi guys. It's great to be here. I haven't been here in a few years, so it feels good to be here. Thank you. Thank you. What happened? COVID happened.
Sorry. What's that?
It's a whole other story. Okay, guys. So we're gonna get funky in a few minutes, but first let's just talk, okay? Let's begin. Got these candles I'm gonna light as I speak. Here we go. See that? Isn't that pretty? One. Keep track. Okay, friends. So in middle school, orchestra was my safe space.
Yay!
I was 12 years old in 1998, and middle school was a war zone for a boy like me. I don't remember much about middle school, but I'll tell you what I do remember. I vividly remember playing Bach's Brandenburg Concerto No. 3, first movement, abridged. I remember Pachelbel's Canon in D. And I remember when we all played that together for the first time and how orgasmic that sounded. I remember Georges Bizet's Farandole, and when I played that piece, my insides were spinning and dancing, and I don't think there was ever another piece of orchestra music that made me so excited. I remember playing all this music with all of my pent-up and gay, confused, lonely, raging, furious, combative, fragile, frightened energy. I poured everything in. I'm gonna light this one for Mr. Fussell. Mr. Fussell created that safe space for me. When I was in 6th grade, he was 26 years old, and it was his first year teaching. And he was a very strong director, very firm, no nonsense. He was also very fiery, and he was very sassy, very funny, and he was a ginger gay man. The gingers. If Mr. Fussell were with us, I believe he would be here tonight, sitting in a chair, and I wouldn't be calling him Mr. Fussell, I'd be calling him Dan, and we'd be friends. The same taunts and jeers that assaulted me in middle school were also flung at him. I had to do battle in the hallways. He didn't. He was a teacher. But nevertheless, I followed his lead. He kept it together. So I kept it together. And thank you. And I threw myself into the music. One day, near the end of 6th grade, he came up to me and he said, "Listen, Andrew, the intermediate orchestra is in trouble. They're going to King's Dominion next month for a competition, and they are falling really behind. And I'd like to ask you and a few other 6th graders who I think are excellent players, I'd like to ask if you'd be willing to learn the music and join the second violin section next month on the trip. It's going to be a bit more challenging than what you're currently playing, but I know you can do it. And we need you." The fog of war lifted from me at that moment, you know? Like, my sense of duty was activated, and his belief in me really caught me by surprise. You know, so Yeah, you bet. I dove right into that music and I learned it. And it was more challenging, but I was empowered by what he said. I know you can do it. And I don't think anyone had ever really seen me like that before. And I don't think anyone had ever said something like that to me before either. I know you can do it. It felt so good. It felt so good. And to put my creativity and my brain to good use, to feel counted on, and most importantly, to rescue the intermediate orchestra that was in trouble. And they couldn't do it without me. It all felt good, and it gave me strength and resilience to survive the war another day. That was a really special interaction that helped me survive. And for me, the war went on for many more years. Mr. Fussell was also the first person who took my creativity seriously. Does anybody know what I mean? Like, he took my creativity seriously, and so I took it seriously. He saw the potential in me, and I really liked how he saw me. Survival, baby. A lot of us here tonight have survived all kinds of things, unspeakable things, and we've had people who have helped us along the way. And so I'm going to light this candle here for all of us, every single one of you in this room who survived the journey here. Fuck. You made it to Planet Queer. You made it to This is another one of those safe spaces. God bless it. I hope my story has reminded you of someone in your life who helped you on your journey, who made you feel good and helped you get here in one piece, or in all your pieces, whatever. So we're gonna get funky together in just like 30 seconds or something, and we're gonna clap, and you're gonna have to get up again and shake your ass and all that. But before we do all that, if you'd be so kind to welcome into your thoughts someone who helped you on your journey, who helped you get here, whether it was a friend or a teacher or family or chosen family, who lit the way for you. Let's bring them into your thoughts right now, okay? And let's bring them into the room. Let's bring them into the room together right now, okay? I'm lighting candles, honey. Let's bring them into this room. We've got plenty of room here. And let's invoke their names. Let's invoke their protective energies. And let's remember how they made us feel. Dan's here. Hi, Dan. I first really became aware of Tina Turner I really first became aware of Tina at the end of middle school. The last week of 8th grade, when Mr. Fussell came into school wearing a Tina Turner t-shirt. Yes, bitch. That opened up, that unlocked so much for me. Tina was his lady. Tina led the way for him. And ever since Tina passed away, I haven't been able to stop thinking about him.
every now and then. Think you might want to hear something from us. Nice. Easy. There's just one thing. You see, we never, ever do nothing. Nice. Easy. We always do it. Nice. Rough. But we're gonna take the beginning of this song and do it easy. And then we're gonna do the finish. Rough. The way we do it. Proud Mary. And we're rolling. Listen to the story. Left a good job in the city. Looking for the man every night. I never lost one.